Hey everyone, welcome to a new YouTube channel called Sailing the Apocalypse. Over the next couple of weeks we're going to try and see if we can use sailing as a tool to improve mental health. There has been a lot of stress from both work as well as from the news and world situation and the environment and so on. So I wanted to see whether I can actually improve that using sailing. Now, I am by no means an experienced sailor. I have, of course, done lots of sailing with sailing schools and in trips to Greece and so on. But this boat in particular we've had only for 3 years, and there's still tons and tons of stuff to learn. So, first thing, of course, that we need to do when you go sailing is actually get to the boat. Now, the boat was in Henan in Sweden. I am living in Berlin together with my family. And that meant that I had to get from Berlin to Henan, and most of that journey was a ferry travel from Kiel to Göteborg. However, I needed to take Deutsche Bahn to get to Kiel, and that is always an adventure. So I've taken 2.5 hours extra as a buffer to get there, which was absolutely necessary. So when I took the train, you try to take the train. The first train was cancelled, the second train was delayed, and then you get on that train, and then that train is cancelled again a couple of stations later because there was a fire on the track and people on the track and so on and so forth. So in the end we ended up with like 3 trainloads of people on one train to Hamburg. So everything was very cramped, of course, but once you get to Hamburg, everything was reasonably okay. There was good local transport to Kiel, so I made it just in time to board the boat. The boat ride itself is great. I highly recommend it. And then from there on you get to Göteborg, and then you need to take 2 more buses to actually get to Henan and get onto the boat. And from that point on, I can then start preparing the boat for departure.